Sneakers, Sarah Hill.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they've got scripts.
Yeah, I know. He still needs scripts to make it
Can you
up.
move in a little bit more?
No.
No!
You're good?
Yeah, thank you.
Am I your friend?
You are.
Now you look like you're doing something.
I know, I look legit.
I got my thing turned back on.
Oh, now you're not. That's awesome. I've got the Heisman poster over my shoulder.
New information on a crash
That's pretty
that
good
left a
framing.
woman seriously injured after she tried to cross college in a wheelchair.
This video.
FEMA all came together
Yeah,
this morning to talk about how to
they
better
want it
prepare
to play
you
during
for
dinner and
disasters.
awards. They're just going to loop
But
it.
primary day
I mean,
in 5
obviously we don't have a lot of
days,
footage,
says
so.
This could be it.
And warm weather for us today, but really warm weather for us tomorrow. The forecast is coming up.
Bless you.
Plus, how much fun can you have with the doors stopped? Just ask this pup. Spring on forward and join us. KOMU News at noon starts right now.
Little Spanish cowboy.
Pretty sure that's not Baylor appropriate.
Good afternoon, everyone. The homicide has turned himself in. KOMU's Sophia Petinakis joins us now live in
Honestly,
Capital
I'll
City
listen
to
to
tell
rap
us why there may be a third person of interest. Sophia?
Yeah. This is stupid. Like, is this an event that they're doing right now?
DJ, which network's KCRA?
Hey, is Meter John in the booth?
Yeah.
Okay, so is there someone
Hi,
who can get them to me? Get them for me would be awesome. Thank you. Okay. Hey, gang, good to see you guys.
Hey,
So why don't you guys introduce yourselves? I think this is Ashley's and Deirdre's first time. Deirdre is a newsie in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Sophia, thanks a lot. Columbia police are searching for the man who robbed the Boone County National Bank on Walnut Street. Authorities say a man entered through the front door yesterday, and when officers arrived, police learned the man left on foot with an undisclosed amount of cash. Authorities do not yet know if that bank robbery is related to other crimes in the area. A woman in a wheelchair is in critical condition today after being hit by a car yesterday in Columbia. The driver, Leah A. Wood, was traveling north on College Avenue approaching the Windsor Street intersection when 83-year-old Janet Barnes didn't yield to oncoming traffic. Wood was unable to stop and hit Barnes. The impact of the crash sent the woman's wheelchair about 30 yards. Investigators do not believe alcohol or drug impairment or even excessive speed played a part in that crash. Good news for the family of a baby who fell from a motel balcony last week. Messiah Omi has been released from the hospital.
Is
Only
what you
sustained
just
skull fractures
saw.
and swelling in his eyes.
Since
Omi
this is
fell from
obviously
the
when you're
10-foot
jumping
balcony
over
at the Super 7
question
Motel in
is,
Columbia. The city gave the motel
raining and
4 building code
horsemanship.
violations.
So it's in a different arena.
Cole County has reached an agreement with the Blair Oaks R2 School District to settle a surtax
Which is the
controversy.
most
It's an
exciting.
issue both sides have debated for about 2 years now. A flaw in the formula provided Blair Oaks with too much revenue. But this agreement makes the district pay back more than $600,000. The superintendent says that it'll pay that money back in installments. He says the financial burden will not be drastic.
What's this? Cornrows.
600.
Cool.
The county must still formally approve that agreement. In Jefferson City, the Lincoln University Board of Curators says that its president is retiring. Dr. Carolyn Mahoney will retire effective August 15th. The search committee will also be appointed to look for a new
How do you make...
president.
Good job with the
David, how's
tennis
it
last
looking?
night. It looked good.
Well, guys, Sarah, we're looking pretty darn good because
I don't believe you.
in yesterday's cooler conditions. Take a look now at live operate first alert radar, and you can see that we've got a few really light showers in association with the stationary front. Those are occurring mainly at 5 overlay by making over into Sheridan County. And we may see some remnant of that in our forecast, but generally speaking,
Because they got the,
partly cloudy, we are now.
yeah, you like that? I saw someone do it and I was like, damn. Oh yeah. I tried to do
I
it.
do. That's my own
and
personal
I couldn't
forecast. I
with
will
those.
definitely use that. A new government agency to coordinate disaster help in churches kicked off
Yeah, that's what I
this
did.
morning. This was one of 6 regional conferences in
I had a better looking one of like
advice for churches
or
and other
something
religious
gay.
communities. It will also
like,
address
that
the
was
needs
focused
that
better.
a community faces after a disaster and how to be prepared in advance. One team leader says everyone has a lot to learn from previous disasters.
Tyler, you know my joke about Rolling Stone magazine, don't you? You may not remember Dr. Hook.
No. Fill me in.
No, well, go to my wall on
That workshop
on,
will continue for 2
Google
weeks.
Plus,
It starts every
and
day.
click on that
at
thing.
10
It's
a.m.
it's
It's primary
about getting your
day
picture
in
on
5 states
cover of
today.
Rolling
Connecticut,
Stone.
Delaware, New York,
So this is the
Pennsylvania, and
equivalent
Rhode
now of
Island
Rolling
will all
Stone,
hold
is to get it on
primaries.
YouTube.
Republican presidential hopeful Mitt Romney currently has
you know, pretty neat.
537 delegates. Newt Gingrich has 137 delegates. Newt Gingrich says he will reevaluate his presidential campaign depending on the outcome of today's primaries. Gingrich was campaigning in Delaware yesterday. His camp says he expects to do well in the state. He told NBC News that if he doesn't win Delaware or come close to winning, he will need to take a deep look and step back to reassess his campaign. A controversial immigration case from Arizona will reach the Supreme Court this week. The state will argue it has a right to enforce its own immigration laws. At least 5 other states will have recently passed strict immigration laws. The federal government maintains that states only have the ability to write immigration laws. And giving states that power has widespread global implications. Coming up on KOMU 8 News at noon, today's Caption It contest, and we'll also find out if Doppler Dave thinks he can pull some stunts like this in his Corvette.
Cool.
Corvette.
Great job with that script.
Hey guys, yeah, if they've got scripts, I'd love it. I'm going to mute the mic on the other side. Do you hear echo?
Yeah, just a little bit, Sarah. It's all right though.
Yeah, we're trying to get the Missouri River Regional Library in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hi, Will.
What's going on, Sarah?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
From the script.
Yeah, that was interesting.
The size, man.
If anything, Sarah, I could drop out.
Ton.
I'll do your job.
Hey, Deirdre.
Hey, sorry about that.
It's okay. Glad you're here.
How am I doing so
Fill
far?
up if you go
Look
out.
who's here.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Who's that?
So it's full, so we are needing another spot
You
for the
want me to
library.
drop out, Sarah?
Okay, that's awesome. Thanks a lot, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Hey, Lawrence and Anthony.
Hello. I really didn't.
Hey,
I wasn't able to
do you
get
guys
them
want to
because
introduce yourself?
I didn't realize how much work I did,
Let's start with you, Anthony. Tell people where you're from.
and then they just Sacramento instead of kept going.
Oh, Anthony,
What
do
about
you know
you?
Deirdre then?
No, this is actually the first time I've seen her here.
Deirdre is your local news anchor.
Yeah.
How about that? You're meeting your local news anchor in a Columbia, Missouri hangout. See, this is why KCRA needs to do this.
It's remarkable.
That's crazy.
Ashley, you want to introduce yourself?
I am Ashley Farrell, graduate of 2009. I am in Waco, Texas, working at Baylor University right now.
Okay.
What's Dan up to? Dan, you in?
Dan, yeah, I'm trying to get the library in, but I don't have a slot for them, so let's see.
Let's not do that again.
Michael, do you know how to get back to the mic recognition?
So, Deirdre, are you using Hangouts yet?
Pardon?
Are you using Hangouts in Newscast yet?
We're not. No.
Do you know how to get back to where it flashes? Like whoever's talking will flash to their screen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's automatic.
No, because I clicked on.
Ashley, it's
There we go.
automatic.
Nope. Oh, yep. I had clicked on my own screen, so I figured it out.
So
Thank
you
you.
were doing makeup and hair, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
About to head out?
Hello, Dave.
How long is that flight?
No, he can't hear us. He can't hear us, Will.
Oh, I know. I just like to say hello, Dave.
He just...
Will just likes to talk a lot.
Oh, that's alright. I've been on the radio. Not with you. Who's the guy that plays soccer and stuff? Is he still around?
No.
Will? No?
No. We don't have a soccer guy anymore.
Oh, that was fun. That was good laugh. That was the hangout we did last year.
We were playing basketball last year, or last weekend. It was a little challenging.
Yeah.
I got killed by a bunch of Hickman and Rockbridge kids. It's okay.
It's having good fun.
It was funny. It was a lot of fun.
There's that many girls on the
I
podcast.
actually just got done recording Dave's afternoon forecasts for our radio
Most of
station
them
because he
are
records them for us, so that's kind of funny.
Academic purposes
Cool.
to raise the GPA. Like there's 80 people on the, but only like
2 of them do so.
20 compete. It's kind of like the track and field team.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, someone's walking. We're mobile now.
Yeah, we're mobile on Deirdre's stream. There's news about Deirdre though. She's Mizzou grad.
At least that's the way it looks right now. Of course, we'll keep an eye on the situation for you. And that's the latest on the weather. Sarah?
I appreciate you keeping an eye on the situation for me.
You got it.
Hey, our caption it contest today, did you have a chance to see this? Lindsay Sells sent in this photo of her cat having a Tupperware party. How about that? Here's some of your captions.
Christina DeGo says, I just want to go in the fridge with the cheeseburger and get away from the baby.
Alex Hopkins says, Luke, I am your father.
And Chris Rittock Sr. says, Amour, check. I am now ready to carry out my evil plan to conquer the world.
If you have a photo that you'd like us to caption, you can upload it to our website, the U-News tab of our website. The photo with the most likes gets to wear Tupperware on your head or something like that.
What a treat.
I know, I just made that up for myself. Hey, we know how much Doppler Dave likes his cars, but I wonder if we could pull one of these guys.
Equitation.
Hot Wheels cars doing some really fancy.
Do you have everything?
You are next.
What are we doing?
That's a huge trophy.
Whose phone's live?
Can I call you back in 2 minutes? No, I'm hanging out on Google Plus, and I'm going to be on TV.
Oh, I just got the pinwheel of death.
The pinwheel of death, what's that?
There's my Apple pinwheel, I can't even see it.
Yeah, right.
Hey, gang. We are come up here in a second, and basically we'll be talking about the Mizzou experience. So I'll ask a question, and don't wait for me to ask you questions. Again, since this is a group conversation, you guys just jump right into each other and introduce yourselves. And we're speaking with Ashley, Deirdre, and also Will as well. So if everyone else but those individuals could mute your mics so that we're able to hear you, that would be great. And Ashley, you are backlit, so if you could get away from the window, that would be super awesome. And Deirdre, I don't know if you've got any additional light in your area. And also, Will, you've got a light behind you, so if you can move, because you're backlit, my friend.
Am I better, Sarah?
Oh, you have to. Yes, you are better.
Okay.
Deirdre, that's fine where you are there.
If you want, you can just take the whole block of and then you're
How's your audio,
about
Deirdre?
a minute quarter into
Can you count to 10?
wait to turn on the light the last minute.
Oh,
but
oop.
Oh no.
It might just be Ashley Farrell.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good. Here she
I'm
joins
back.
again. Yay. All right, stand by. Welcome back. We're talking a little bit about the Mizzou experience. So you all at home know that we have some students on our newscast, but you rarely get an opportunity to see where they go and some of the things that they are doing with their lives. So here in our hangout today, we have a variety of individuals from all around the country, all around the world, talking about the Mizzou experience. Ashley Farrell, we will start with you. Introduce yourself, where you're from, when you graduated from Mizzou, and what you're doing now.
I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. Moved back and forth between there and Pittsburgh. Ended up at Mizzou because my dad was a Mizzou grad. Graduated there from 2009, and now I am at Baylor University working in Sikkim Sports Productions, doing video following all 19 sports.
Wow, that is great. And Deirdre Fitzpatrick, you guys may recognize Deirdre. She also worked for KFRU Radio in the 90s as well in Columbia, Missouri. Tell us what you're doing now and a little bit about your Mizzou experience.
Yeah, well, I was your partner in crime because we were actually partners going through the Missouri program together. So now I'm working out in Sacramento, California. I work for KCRA TV, which is the NBC affiliate here in Sacramento. We're part of the Hearst Corporation. And these days I am getting ready to head off to my 7th Olympics for Hearst Television. So I'm heading to London this summer. So these days I'm thinking about very fit people while trying to remain one myself.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have Will Palachuk, who just joined us now from KTGR Radio. Tell us about your Mizzou experience, Will. What was that like for you to be a student here at KOMU, and what are you doing now?
Well, I currently host a 2-hour sports show here in Columbia. It's called The Big Show with Will and Tom, and it's been really fun. Just the Mizzou experience really helped me a lot, especially because of the fact that if you look at a lot of the things that we did at Mizzou, it really helped you kind of prepare the day and really helped me become a real good news and sports consumer. I think it really gave us a lot of good preparation as far as trying to get ourselves going in the right direction as far as that goes. I'm really happy with what I learned here, and I love Columbia so much I never left, or at least left for a little bit and came back.
Yeah. And Ashley Farrell, what advice would you give to other students who are working in this program, who are working out at KOMU? What advice would you tell them to succeed just as you have, just as Deirdre has, just as Will has as well?
Take advantage of every opportunity that is available. While I was at KOMU, I did Friday Night Fever, I did web stuff, I did producing, anchoring, reporting. There's just so many opportunities that I really believe that you get out of it what you put in it. So if you want to learn how to be master control, you can do that. And I think the more you know, the better.
Get that right. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us, Ashley, Deirdre, and Will. Appreciate you being here. We will be back.
Thank you,
in a
Sarah.
moment. He's been a part of American Idol for 11 seasons now. But will Ryan Seacrest stay with the top-rated show? That's coming up.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sarah.
thank you very much. You are more than welcome to stay or go if you like, whatever you'd like to do. But thank you very much for sharing with me.
Yeah, sorry, mine kind of cut out in there in the middle.
No, you came in just in time. You came in just in time, and I think Deirdre's internet crashed as well. So thank you. I'm headed on to the other side of the newscast, and I can talk with you over there.
Cool.
Okay. I was just on the news.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is she...
Hey, Deirdre, thanks so much.
Good, Farrell.
Sorry, I lost you there.
What'd you say, Will?
I said you did good,
We're
Farrell.
toss hang out.
You
hang
too,
out.
Will.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but you're still there.
I'm over here?
Yeah.
You gotta
That's
get a
pretty good.
non-conference. You gotta get a non-conference series with Baylor going.
And seriously, now, Jen, how about this?
I doubt that'll happen.
Oh, I know.
So, Will, when are you going to hang out on radio?
You know, I really want to see if we can get it started. We've really kind of, we tried a little bit of Google Plus. Kind of the person that was really our head with Google Plus was Carissa, who was from Scotty Chris in the morning, and she just left. So it's kind of all in a holding pattern. But this is fun. I want to try and see if we can do this ourselves on our show.
I reckon you can. I've seen it done before,
Yeah.
especially in a.
Well, it's easy because Tom and I both have Apples, so I mean, I don't think it would be very hard for us to kind of set that up and
Doesn't matter what
do that.
platform it's on.
It's adding a visual medium essentially to your radio show, and all you need is a laptop and an internet connection in that respect.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool.
I'm gonna definitely. Oh, believe me,
So we're going to start.
I can go right to my boss's office and talk about it.
Yeah. But especially like you're doing a sports roundup from everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Good horse.
Probably get a bunch of people out there and talk about it as well.
Yeah.
Deirdre, thank
And
you.
so you can get.
Yeah, you bet. Sorry, I lost my internet connection in the middle
Doesn't
of
have any.
Carver's Red Report is on. I'm Ari Alexander with today's Red Carver Report. It looks like Ryan Seacrest will be hosting American Idol for at least 2 more years. Sorry to all the Brian Dunkelman fans out there. The Fox Network confirms they reached an agreement to keep Seacrest with the top
I can't believe that they're using him on the Olympics.
The 2-year contract is worth a total
Who are they using?
Seacrest on the primetime broadcast on NBC.
That's not surprising.
Hosted Idol for 11 seasons.
Yeah, well, that's for a reason. No?
Well, they're trying to get more people who don't like sports to watch the Olympics for a reason.
In the Lucky One, Efron plays a Marine who returns from Iraq to search.
We throw
So,
money.
Deidre, what stories are you covering at the Olympics? What's your normal?
We do a little bit of everything. We do a lot of group coverage for Earth has nearly 30 TV stations across the country. So we have a team of 8 or 9 people this year that will go into group coverage. So we start to come up with kind of a feature story of the day that can be aired on all of those stations across the country. We front that then live for them. We have a 6-hour satellite window where we front that same story like an affiliate reporter would for network, in addition to getting sound from local athletes and that kind of thing. We also do a lot of heavy.
It's fun. Who knew a doorstop could provide so much entertainment? Check out this pup who is curious about exactly how it works.
Oh, okay. As a whole, yeah.
Sorry, didn't interrupt you there. You were saying, Deirdre?
Well, we do a little bit of everything, but we kind of do the kind of network affiliate service, but for our company. So we
Right.
serve
Cool.
10 NBC stations, 10 ABC stations, and about 7 CBS stations. So everything that we shoot has to be universal and not really include any kind of competition footage because our ABC and CBS stations obviously are not running that. It's a different way of doing it, but it works. We've done it now since 2000.
That's
Right.
cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
So I'm going to ask another question back. Are you going to hang out for us? Are you going to hang out from London?
If possible. The problem is that we're never really in the same place for very long, so it's difficult.
That's okay. We only need half our hangouts.
Yeah. You know what might be interesting is to maybe hang out during our live shots one day.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
then
I've seen
we're
that done.
literally saddled to a platform for 6 straight hours. So you have a minute between live shots. So that might be an interesting way to do it. So that's possible.
The other one with that, if you have a chat with George Kiriyama from NBC Bay, because he does that late at night.
Oh, is
He'll
that
take
right?
his laptop with him. Yeah, he takes his laptop with him and just hangs out, so we can have a conversation.
Yeah, that could work. That could definitely work.
Yeah, and then get the lowdown on what's happening, what's really happening, not just what you're actually telling.
Well, that's always the more interesting question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always regret not going in 08 when they had that big cavalcade that went to Beijing. I ended up stuck in North Carolina doing minor league baseball. It was much different.
Yeah, that would have been fine. It was good. It was interesting, but not the easiest environment to work in.
Oh, I'm sure.
We're going to take a shot of you guys at the end of the show. So if you want to wave or whatever, I'll punch around in the thumbnails. With your call letters appropriately placed in the background.
Oh yeah. How about framing?
Yeah, absolutely. Cross-pollination of media.
I like the way
right here.
I like the way that you put that when you were on we were on DM earlier.
Hi, Maya.
Hi there.
Hi, Maya.
Hi, Sarah.
Another great day to be outside. We'll have a few clouds. We will definitely stay pleasantly warm out there with a high today of 77. Look at tomorrow. Very warm at 86 degrees. chances of showers begin to enter into the picture on Thursday and definitely Friday.
Yeah, Deirdre, the other thing that's really, really special with Hangouts is that you can actually do a live story via phone, and we've done it many a time. And so you can actually beam that back to a station or anywhere you need to via the Hangout.
So you're saying you conduct interviews via the Hangout and then just record them?
Oh, not even just record them, send them out straight.
Send them straight out.
Send them straight out. So that requires the kit from Arizona to do it properly, like to actually hold the phone and stuff, but it'll sit in a tripod with all the gear and actually do a full interview without any problem.
And it would be interesting to see if we could, like for example, at this Olympic project, see if we could talk certain athletes into doing that.
Yeah.
Compliance is often an issue with them.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're otherwise occupied.
Oh, absolutely. But we've had Olympians in Hangouts before. Cadbury UK do it as part of their promotion because they sponsor the UK team.
Okay.
So they've already done that, which is really interesting because they are usually reasonably well schooled in doing relations on camera.
All right, Jamal, thanks a lot.
What's a good way to,
the
is
second
there a
person of interest in
clearinghouse
a
to find out
homicide over the weekend turned himself in to speak to the Jefferson City Police Department.
There's several.
Sophia Pettinakis joins us now live in the capital city to tell us why there may be a third person of interest. Sophia? Okay, stand by, hang out. We're going to come to you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Should I do a sick 'em? They're coming to us to say bye. Just sick 'em. Just sick 'em bears.
I don't like that idea.
What's that?
Here in a second.
A sick 'em, it's the bears.
Stand by.
Oh.
I can do what I want, Will.
All right, I want to say hello to everyone who joined us on our Hangout today. This is the cross-pollination of media. KPGR there in the background. We have KCRA in Sacramento. Deirdre Fitzpatrick there, remember her from KFRU Radio.
You have a good memory.
Ashley Farrell there, also in the Zoom room. We so appreciate you all joining us and talking with us today about the experience. Before we go, we have music from Caulfield and the Magic. We love the local music, so if you want it aired on KOMU 8 Music Dune, what do? You just email me your MP3 or MP4, and we're happy to listen to it and put it on the air. So we air it during the bomb pieces during the newscast, so that's always fun as well.
Yeah.
You going to try those Hot Wheels tricks with your
Well,
bed
you know,
in the
that
parking lot?
really looks like it would be fun. I wish I could get a nice open area in which to do that.
We're going to do it. We'll talk on today, right?
Sure.
Right after the news.
Okay.
All right. Well, Access Hollywood is next. The name of this song is Kitty Hawk. Have a great day.
Cool.
We are clear.
Minute
Thanks,
and a half
guys.
to go.
Thank you, Sarah.
Wow,
Cool.
Thank you, Sarah.
Appreciate you being here with us.
No problem.
Deirdre, I'm
Anytime.
going to find a shot.
Yeah. So what do you think, Deirdre and Ashley, of this experience? And Will? Kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. We actually, Google Plus came and approached Baylor during the March Madness, and so we did a couple hangouts with some of our star athletes.
I saw that. I shared
fans
some of
were-
them on my stream, and I told Mizzou that they so need to do that. I mean, it so exemplifies one-to-few communication that's so big right now with sharing as well. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It was a cool experience.
Yeah, I want to try and see if we can do that with our show. It's going to be fun. I'm going to try and see if I can talk with our boss, maybe have Tom and I go out and do a hangout during one of our shows.
Yeah, and it just allows you, I mean, the fact that we're able to look at our, look at viewers in the eye, and like during the stories you can hear what they're saying, and the reaction is kind of fun in that. Not to mention that there are people here from the Netherlands and Australia. And Sacramento as well.
Waco.
So appreciate you guys being here in that respect.
Yeah.
How are your kiddos, Deirdre?
They're great, big, but great. No complaints.
Well, good. Good deal.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to tell you, Will, is this is also live on YouTube as well. So people can watch it. You're getting different kinds of audiences. And if anybody's watching on YouTube, we're the NBC affiliate in Columbia, Missouri, and this was behind the scenes of our
15 watching at the moment, Sarah.
Getting it in 2 locations. And you can also embed that YouTube link then on your own website, which makes it handy in that respect.
Sure. Absolutely.
So, Sarah, my question is, if you were trying to find people who are already up on Google Plus and using it on a regular basis, is there a way to filter a search? Like, for example, say I want to try to find Olympic athletes who use it on a regular basis.
Yep. There's a website called Find People on Plus. I'm putting it in the chat window now.
Okay.
People on Plus. And you can search geographic locations and some other things as well. But if you're interested in finding them, the easiest way to do it is just to crowdsource it the old-fashioned way. And if you send me a G+ post of what you're looking for, I can share it with my circles.
Ooh, that would be great.
We've got almost 1 million,
okay.
So people can see it.
Okay.
In that respect, that was how we found some people from Norway to talk about a bombing and some earthquake victims and things like that. Okay. Hey, Edwin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Edwin.
Edwin.
Hello, Edwin.
Tell people where you're from, Edwin.
I'm from Los Angeles, Southern California-ish, and I kind of float all over the place and have a good time. That's it.
Sounds good. We have California definitely represented in this hangout. To your left, or to your right, Edwin, is Deirdre Fitzpatrick. She's a news anchor in Sacramento at KCRA, and we actually went to school together.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Nice to meet you.
Edwin has a really interesting story about him forming his own business after he was unemployed, and he formed an organization called Pink Slip what?
Pink Slip Mixers, and I didn't start it off as a business. I just wanted to connect people who are going to be unemployed, because of the Great Recession. And that's and then from there it kind of spurred off to drinking and having fun and meeting people. A lot of things.
Did you ever have a look in the chat and just click on that picture that I just posted?
Okay.
That's Melissa Carlson just with the iPhone and kit.
Okay,
at
perfect.
the NAB show last week.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, you're welcome. So it's possible to do.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate all you guys checking in today. I am headed up to northern Missouri to do a story. But thanks for being here, and Michael, thanks as always for helping troubleshoot.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for sharing your time.
No problem.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, that's okay.
I hope it didn't
It's okay.
kill it. Oh, good.
It's okay.
Yeah, I forgot it's tied in.
See ya.
Is it on or off?
You're on.
Can you
You're
turn
still
it
there.
back on? Oh, it is?
Can you go back to over there? No, I turned it back. Turned it back on, or it wouldn't be doing that. Sorry about that.
No,
I
that's
keep forgetting
okay.
that it's connected now to
Yeah.
this whole
Sorry, I'm
pod.
just wondering how I get back on there.
Well, you can go over there if you're
Just
desperate.
stay for a
I'm
minute,
sorry about
DJ.
that. Well, I learned,
Did you get that link before, or do you
No,
need
I
it
did,
again?
but now I can't figure out how to get back into the chat room. Oh, there it is.
That's all right. I'll get it for you again.
Okay. Do you want my email, Mike?
Hang on. What's that?
Why don't you give me your email and I'll shoot you my...
Yeah, right. I've got yours somewhere.
Do you? Okay.
Use this one.
Okay, now I see.
Use that one. Just grab that quickly. I think we're still live, that's all. I'm just interested to make sure we're not live.
All right,
we're
yeah,
still
I'll
live.
send you an email right now.
So there are ways of actually making it work, and it's the best crowdsourcer. You can go out and do iPhone stuff using this platform.
Okay.
And it can go one to many or many to one.
Right.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Right. The only consideration is finding a reasonable network that's not busy, because you're going to have 1 million people extra sitting on 3G towers, and that's going to be the major issue. But
Right.
if you're doing stories at night, for instance, when the crowds are home and it's live to air, like you know, you're live to air at night and stuff, and people want to find out information and that, yeah, it's great, it's brilliant.
Okay.
If I've got a stack of video that we took early on with Sarah, when we first were able to do lots of things, and so we're at all sorts of different places.
Okay, well, I will give it a try. I'm going to shoot you my contact here.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks for
All
that.
right,
And
thanks.
I'll chat to you later today. But
Okay. Sounds good. All right, thanks.
yeah, you're welcome. See you, Sarah.